That's a funny one. But like I said earlier, nothing like a mom to embarrass you. All right, that still takes us to the bottom of the list. So once again, any station anywhere, come with your call sign twice and slowly.
November 8 was
I believe that was November 8 whiskey, and we lost the last bit of that. Can you try one more time, please?
Whiskey, Golf, November 8, Whiskey, Germany, England.
I believe we got at that time November 8 Whiskey Golf Echo. Thank you, Peter. Looks like you're new to the net, so if you've got a public email on QRZ, you will get a welcome package. So, Peter, since we're talking, over to you. Do you have any embarrassing nicknames? Sounds like you're out of the range of the repeater, so we'll open it up once more. Any station, anywhere, come on and check in. Give us your call sign twice and slowly, please.
Whiskey 7, Sierra Mike Romeo. Whiskey 7, Sierra Mike Romeo.
Okay, that was Whiskey 7 Sierra Mike Romeo. Michael in Riverton, Wyoming, sorry. Michael, looks like you're also new to the East Coast Reflector, so if you've got a public email on QRZ, you will get a welcome package. So, Michael, do you have any embarrassing, or did you have any embarrassing nicknames?
Well, not that was too bad. I had a sister that would call me Jelly, so that's about the worst one, at least to my face, that I know of. Back to you, Ned.
Thanks, Michael. Yep, it's always a catch. What are they saying behind your face? But they're not saying to your face. All right. Well, that takes us to the bottom of the list. Just a reminder, if you want to check audio, you can go listen to the Listen Live page at ecr.radio/listen and see your signal while you transmit. And click the Wait Listen feature to hear what you sound like. So one more, any stations, come on in with your call sign twice and slowly. You don't have to be that slow, folks, and we're just saying you don't have to share it, although you're welcome to if you'd like. Please continue checking in. Okay, we're going down. Dan, into ZW Watch Yourself, any embarrassing nicknames?
Good evening to everybody on the net tonight. No, not that anyone would call me to my face. So I would have to say no. Thanks for running the net tonight. Back to who you are.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for checking in tonight. Once more, we'll call for anyone who wants to check in. Again, you can text your call sign and just your call sign to 716-317-9050. You can avoid the pileups that we're having tonight by doing that. Or alternately, you can text at ecr.radio. Or the old-fashioned way, you can give us your call sign right now, twice and slowly, please.
K8VKY, K8VKY.
Okay, we have K8VKY. That's Vicky in Lambertville, Michigan. How about you, Vicky? Any embarrassing nicknames, either currently or in your past?
No, I thought it was all about past. Kind of threw me off with the current, but no, I don't have any current. Not yet, anyway. K8VKY, 73.
Thanks, Vicky. 73 to you, too. Once again, we are at the bottom of the list, so come on, give us your call signs twice and slowly. Come on, folks, don't make me sing at you. Once again, a reminder, you can text your call sign and just your call sign to 6-317-9050 or email it to text@ecr.radio. And since we've got a little bit of time, I'll just remind you that there's activities on the ECR almost every day and night. Come join in the fun. You can check the calendar at eastcoastreflector.com/ECR-calendar. And all the times on the calendar will be in your local time. So anyone else out there who want to check in, please give us your call signs twice and slowly.
And to BH, and to BH.
Okay, we had one call sign that all we heard was N, and then we had N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. That first person checking in, if you can give us your call sign again, twice and slowly, please. Okay, N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. How about yourself? Any embarrassing nicknames?
Good evening, NBH here. Oh, over the years, yeah, been many of them. Couldn't tell you what one's the most embarrassing, but yeah, quite a few of them. N2BH.
Well, they say, Bill, that teasing is a sign of love, so that must mean if you had that many, that you are well loved. Anyone else looking to check in? Give us your call signs twice and slowly, please.
QRN.
KC2GRN.
That was KC2GRN, Joel in East Yaphank Park. Joel, how about yourself? Any embarrassing nicknames?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I can't say as I have. I've been called some things not very nice, but not embarrassing. Anyway, KC2 back to the head.
Thanks for that, Joel. They say as long as they're not calling you late for dinner, it's all good. So thank you for that. One more time, anyone else looking to check in, give us your call signs twice and slowly. Hey, that was... Anyone anywhere, call signs twice and slowly, please. Okay, just a reminder about tomorrow morning. There is the 20-meter net at 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's on or about 14.317. And Saturdays at 9 a.m. There's also another 40-meter net at approximately 7.245. Any call signs twice and slowly, please.
This is AK7.
Didn't quite catch that. Can you repeat your call sign, please? KK7, we didn't catch the rest of your call sign. Please come again. Okay, everyone, thank you for checking in. That takes us to the end of my half hour. And with that, I will hand it over to Craig, K4MMX. Craig, all yours.
This is Craig on K4MMX for the East Coast Reflectors Open Mic Net. I'd like to thank Neil, KR4HBQ, for the first half hour, and of course everyone behind the scenes, the hosts, and Gil, our logger. Since the first question was such a, exciting event and there was way too much participation, we're going to slow it down a little bit and come up with something else. How about, what was your first car, make and model, and or did your car have a nickname? Let's see, maybe if you want to give your nickname from way back when, embarrassing or not, you can give that as well. So we're taking check-ins. You can text your check-in via text at 716-317-9050. You can also email your check-in to text@ecr.radio. So we're taking check-ins at this time for any stations, and including in and outs.
K2ZOJ. K2ZOJ.
November 1, Yankee Charlie Sierra. November 1, Yankee Charlie Sierra.
Kilo Charlie 2, Tango Foxtrot X-Ray. Kilo Charlie 2, Tango Foxtrot X-Ray.
Okay, we can hold it up there for the moment. From the bottom up, we have David, KC2, TFX. Next we have James, new to the system. James, if your email is listed on QRZ, you will be getting a welcome letter from us. The call we got was N1YCS. I think I may have already said that. Next up on the list, we had Mike, K2ZOJ, and via text, we have Terry, N5RTC. The question of the evening is, we've got two choices here. Did or do you have an embarrassing nickname, which you don't have to give the actual name, or alternatively, did your first car have a nickname? Mine did. It was called the Super Sled. It was fast in a straight line, but you couldn't take a turn. So we're going to go ahead here and call on Terry, N5RTC. Terry, what would you say?
Craig, Neil, and Gil on the logbook. Tonight's a tough guys. Let me see, which one of those do I want? I'll tell you what, I'll give you 2 answers, 3 answers. How's that? You can make up a little bit for me. Number 1, I had nicknames when I was young. I'm not going to reveal what they were. Number 2, my first car was a 1958 Ford Fairlane. And number 3, my car did not have a nickname unless it broke down, which it did quite frequently. I can't repeat any of them, but join me in the Zoom room later to hear what they were. N5RTC, back to net control.
Thank you, Terry. You really got me laughing there. Next on the list, we have Mike, K2ZOJ. Choice of questions. Did you have an embarrassing nickname, or did your first car have a nickname?
K2ZOJ. My first car was a 1961 Mercury Comet, and it had quarter-size rust spots all over the car. It was a off-white eggshell color, and we used to say that it was our chicken pox car. K2ZOJ, back to net.
Yes. James, did your first car have a nickname, or you had a nickname, or what was the make and model of your first car?
My first car was a 1973 Plymouth Duster. I did all the body work myself, painted machine gray. I got the paint from a farm store, and I got half the hood painted and decided it would go faster with a roller. What I didn't realize is the paint on the half that I'd already painted had gotten tacky, and it pulled all the hair off the roller on the hood. So then my car got the nickname Greyhound because it looked like it had mange.
My God, James, I just about fell off my chair here, and you got everybody in the Zoom room cracking up on that one. I'm not sure if I called this station here, it just appeared on the list here. David, KC2 TFX. David, did your car have a nickname? And if not, what was the make and model of your first car?
Roger, this is KC2TFX. No nicknames that I can recall. Nothing embarrassing. Car, a 1932 Plymouth PB Coupe that I and a friend restored, and boy was it a great car. I got to enjoy it as a senior in high school, and I became well known, I can tell you that. Back to you, KC2. Oh, one question. Could you repeat 20-meter net? 20-meter net. It was broken. I couldn't get all that information. KC2 TFX.
Thank you, David, for your answer. The 20-meter net is on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Right about 14.317.
Sure, got it. Back to you, KC2 TFX.
David, we got a new check-in via text here. We have Neil, KR4, HBQ, our last net controller. Neil, you know what the questions are? Pick one and go for it. And thank you for the job you did the previous half hour. This is Craig, K4MMX. Have the ID here for the East Coast Reflectors Open Mic Net. Go ahead, Neil.
Thanks, Craig. Yep, I had a series of nicknames, mostly rhyming with my actual name, so you can figure that out if you think about it hard enough. And my first car was a mid-70s AMC Hornet that my dad had used to commute into the South Bronx for years. Similar to what Terry said, I had some nicknames to it, but my friends generally just referred to it as the Jalopy. And with that, I'll send it back to net, KR4HPQ.
Thank you, Neil. I'd like to remind everyone you can text your check-in, only your call sign, nothing else, to area code 716-317-9050, or you can email your call sign to text@ecr.radio. We're going to be taking new check-ins at this time. Of course, like I said, text your call in or give your call sign twice and slowly. We're taking check-ins from any stations, including in and outs. The question of the night, or questions I should say, is did you or your car have a nickname? And if not, what was the make and model of your first car? We'll take check-ins now, twice and slowly.
AB1EX, AB1EX.
LXK, George from Southwest Virginia. When I was fly helicopters and fixed wing, they called me Pogue, because I always said I was slow and easy and laid back. Over.
Last station, they were just taking check-ins and we'll come back to you, but we didn't quite get your call sign. Could you give us your call sign one more time? I think you said your name was George.
KQ4, LXK, Kilo, Quebec X-Ray, Lima, X-Ray Kilo.
There's a 4 in there, right?
That's correct.
George, we'll get back to you here shortly. Are there any other stations waiting to check in over the radio? The questions again are, did you or your first car nickname, or what was the make and model of your first car if it didn't have a nickname?
N7, OKN. N7, OKN.
4 UH.
in and out, in and out.
There was a station that doubled with John N70KN. I'm going to read the stations that I got so far, and if you tried checking in and you don't hear a call sign, just do it again. You'll have an opportunity to give it again. What I got from the bottom up is an in and out, Mark, KE2EDS. Thank you for being here tonight. Next up we had John N70KN. Then we had KQ4LXK George, and then we had AB1EX, another George. If you didn't hear your call sign and you just tried checking in, please give it now.
Victor Echo 7, Papa Golf Kilo. Victor Echo 7, Papa Golf Kilo.
Starting from the top of this list, first we had George AB1EX from Madison, Alabama. George, did you or your first car have a nickname? And if neither, what is the make and model of your first car?
Good evening, Lynette. Yes, I had a nickname as a child. It was Georgie Porgy. I don't remember why I had that nickname. I don't remember where it came from. I remember not liking it, but that's what it was. First car was a 1983 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale, and we named it the War Wagon because we would load my buddies up on a Saturday night in that car, and my God, the war we waged in that thing was just unbelievable. Anyway, back to that, AB1EX.
George. Next down on the list, we have another George from Cedar Bluff, Virginia. That would be KQ4LXK. George, I know you tried to say something earlier when you were checking in, but would you like to repeat it? And basically the questions are, did you or your car have a nickname? And if neither, what was the make and model of your first car?
As for my first car, I never nicknamed it. It was a 66 Chevy Biscayne. I had a 73 Mach 1 Mustang. The color of it was called Mellow Yellow. And I never had a nickname. I was flying helicopter and fixed wing. And they always said I was laid back and easy going. They give me a nickname called Pogue. I think in French it means slow and easy. Over.
George, and thank you for your service. Next on the list, we have John, N70KN from Mesa, Arizona.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, my first car was a 69 Volkswagen Beetle, and I named it Mortimer. And as far as the nickname they gave me in high school, because when I was playing basketball, I was always on my toes, they started calling me Toe. There you go. N70KN. Back to net.
Thank you, John, for checking in. This is Craig K4MMX for the East Coast Reflectors Open Mic Net. And just to let everybody know, if you would like to become a net controller, all you got to do is go to ecr.radio/join open mic, Mike spelled M-I-C, and fill out the form to let us know you're interested. One of our team members will contact you. There's no commitment, no experience is necessary. We'll train and support you. So at this point, we're taking more check-ins. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed somebody here on the list. So let's go to the other John, K5ORD. John, did you have a nickname, your car, or what was the make and model of your first car?
K5ORD. Hey, Craig, thanks for running the second half of the net, and Gil, thanks for doing all the logging for the guys tonight. Hey, once you expanded the question pool to include a car, I just had to come back and talk about a motorcycle instead of a car. My first real motorcycle was a sport touring motorcycle. It was a Kawasaki Concourse. It was a 2002, and that's the old C10, not the newer C14s. Anyway, my motorcycle had a nickname of Speedopus Rex. And if nobody knows what Speedopus Rex is, do you remember the Roadrunner and Coyote cartoon? And remember when they would run, and then it would like freeze frame, and then you see a little like Latin name under the Roadrunner and under the Coyote? Well, Speedopus Rex was the name for the Roadrunner. And I had the Roadrunner painted on both sides of my front fairing. And my motorcycle rode like the wind. Okay, back to you. Good evening, K5ORD.
Thank you, John. Man, that must have been fun. Last on the list we got here, new to the system, is VE7PGK. Didn't get a name, but you know, feel free to give it to us if you wish. The choice of questions are, did you have a nickname, or your car have a nickname? And if you didn't have one for either, what was the make and model of your first car? VE7PGK, are you still here?
We're still here, Victor Echo 7, Papa Golf Kilo. We're in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. And nicknames, well, no, I can't remember the nickname I had when I went to school. But my car, we used to call it the Blue Bomb. It was a Valiant with the slant 6 in it, so there you go. There you go. And I actually have another ham radio operator here that's just learning. She got her license last year? Yeah, no, in November, so she was wanting to see how this is all working. So I actually have you on Echolink too at the same time. So we just got the volume turned down, but we are working off the IRLP here. Anyways, 73s, everybody, have a great night. The 7 Papa Golf Kilo.
Thank you for checking with us, and do you have a nickname you'd like us to use? The next time you check in, we'll know what your real name is. Not asking for a nickname, but it could be whatever you want to use for us when we call you for the next time you check in.
Oh, the handle here is Ken, Kilo Echo November.
Ken, and you should be receiving a welcome letter from us if your email is on QRZ. We're taking more check-ins now. Remember, you can text them in, or you can give them twice and slowly right now. And again, make it real quick here, is did you or your first car have a nickname? And if not, what was the make and model of your first car?
Victor Alpha 7, Hotel Whiskey Charlie.
Florida.
November 7, Foxtrot Golf Papa. November 7, Foxtrot Golf Papa.
Victor Alpha 7, Hotel Whiskey Charlie.
For Golf 1, November Yankee Sierra 41 NYS.
KA4 JAZ. KA4 JAZ. hold it up there. From the bottom up, we're going to give everybody's call sign that we heard, and if you didn't hear your call sign or your call sign is close but wrong, when I'm done, please give it again twice and slowly. From the bottom up, we have KA4JAZ. Next up, we have 4G1NYS. Next, we had N7FGP. And this is a call sign that did not come up, so please correct me. It's VA7HWC. If you had something close to that, give it twice and slowly. I don't know who was trying to key up there, but no, just dead carrier. All right, so let's start from this list going down. You can always check it again in just a couple of minutes. First up, we have Scott, N7FGP. Scott, did you or your first car have a nickname? And if not, what was the make and model of your first car?
Well, good evening, Craig, and thank you and Neil for being here and doing the net tonight. You know, I never really had any nicknames, and I didn't really name my car either. My first boat was Argon because I guess, you know, it wasn't named after the nerd gas, because when I wasn't there, when I was out in my boat, I was Argon, so never mind. Anyhow, my first car was a 1961 Chevy pickup, and that was, I wish I still had that car. So, anyhow, back to you. Thanks for doing the net.
Scott, I'm going to give it one more try. There was a station that tried getting in with a call sign similar to VA7HWC. If you have a call sign that's even close to that, please key up and give your call sign twice and slowly.
Victor Alpha 7, Hotel Whiskey Charlie. Victor Alpha 7, Hotel Whiskey Charlie.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Union Lima Papa, KQ4 ULP.
K4 ISK. That's Kilo Romeo, number 4, India, Sierra Kilo. That could have made that mistake. That's the first time I tried it. I am from Tennessee, about 11 miles west of the Tennessee River. I do appreciate an opportunity to be on the East Coast Reflector tonight. Thank Vicky that gave me the correct information to get on. My name is Tom. T-O.
Okay, the last station, you're kind of breaking up, but I believe we got your sign. Let me jump back real quick to VA7HWC. Was this her first name for a record? So if you'd like to give one or a nickname.
First name is Beth.
Beth. So, going down the list now, next up is Stephen, 4G1NYS.
Very much. This is Pogo 1, November Yankee Sierra. My name is Steven from here in the Philippines. It's Thursday morning here, 2 minutes before, or 4 minutes before 9 o'clock in the morning here of Thursday. My answer to your question, no, I haven't been given a nickname. They just call me Steven. And when it comes to the nickname of a car, I don't yet my own car that is written in my name. but even my family doesn't give name to our family car. Anyway, 73 to you, my friend. 41 and my answer. Get back to the control.
Stephen for checking in. And I just realized, VA7HWC, I didn't give you a chance to answer the question, Beth. Now's your chance. Did you or your first car have a nickname? And if neither, what was the make and model of your first car?
Well, hello there, this is Beth. My first car was a 1963 Ford Falcon station wagon with 3 on the tree. I can't remember what we used to call it, but it was a tank. It was a great car. It could do anything, and I wish we still had it. I wish I still had it anyways.
Thank you, Beth, for checking in with us, and hope to see you here again. Next down on the list, KA4JAZ. Did you have a nickname or your car, or what was the make and model of your first car?
Someone else on the net. Yes, I had a 67 Pontiac GTO. 389 under the hood, Elderbrook high-rise manifold, two Holly 4-barrel carburetors, and my license plate or my nickname was Born Loser. But then if you rolled up on me, I would whoop you every time. So, there you go. It's KA4JAZ, back to net control.
Checking in with us. That sounds mean. Next on the list, we have Bruce, KQ4ULP from Lake Worth, Florida.
This is KQ4ULP. Never had a nickname until I was older. And people used to call me Special K, and that's nothing to do with drugs, nothing to do with the cereal. Anyway, my first car was a brand new car, 66 Ford Mustang convertible, 4 on the floor, 289. Anyway, this is KQ4ULP, back to the net.
Thank you, Bruce, for checking in. And the last station for the evening, KR4ISK. Would you like to answer our question tonight?
My first vehicle was a 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu. Gave $200 for it. I thought I had one more car. I didn't have a nickname. If I'd have followed it such at that time, I would have gave one. I do appreciate what y'all are doing. I'm so excited to be on the air.
The name we got for you is Brantley, and welcome to the East Coast Reflector, and glad to hear you and hope to hear you out more often. This is Craig, K4MMX for the East Coast Reflectors Open Mic Net. I'd like to thank our previous net controller, Neil, KR4HBQ. I would like to also thank our hosts, Terry, N5RTC, Mark, KE2EDS, and logging for us, Gil, K4GDS. And behind the scenes, we also had Vicky, KE8VKY, helping us out. I'd like to thank everybody for participating, and at this time, I'd like to turn the East Coast Reflector back to normal amateur radio use. 7-3, everyone.
Oscar 4 Lima here, first time. What time does your net start so I'll know next time?
This is KFH GTW. The net starts at 8, from 8 to 9. If you go to the East Coast comp, you can find all the nets on there with all the times and everything right there on the website.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I just got told about the reflector this afternoon, so I came in a little bit late. All right, see you later. Have a great one. Thank you for the info. Kilo Oscar 40.
You are welcome, 73, and it's KF8 GTW. Be on the side.
N70KN monitoring.